Hi guys, Steph here. Okay, so let's go for another before and after. Do you remember this pen here from my recent pen haul? Lovely pen. There we go, Swan Mabie Todd. A gorgeous, this sort of rustic colour. There's a Swan logo to the top. This may have actually had, well, no, what I'll do, I'll restore that and we'll do a review on that. Okay, so that was it then. I'm actually quite surprised that I did not receive any inquiries for that particular pen, because it's absolutely gorgeous. It is now. Look at this gorgeous pen. What we've got for you here, nice and simple, we've got a Swan Minor SM1-58. Let's take you straight to the end of the barrel. Okay, and there you can see it, nice and simple. It's got the model number SM1-58. So the SM being the Swan Minor, the number 1 being the model of the pen, the 58 is actually the colour, because they made this colour, or this pen should I say, in numerous different colours. I've seen a sort of blue marbling, I've seen a sort of reddish burgundy marbling. This one, I believe, is called marine bronze. It comes in this, well, it's got these lovely speckles of colours, sort of a russet bronze colour with greens and blacks. Absolutely gorgeous. Let's take you to the barrel imprint there, because it's lovely and clear. You can see it says Swan Minor. It's got the logo to the left there, and it's also got Mabie Todd and Company, and I believe is at the bottom made in England. So we've got a lovely clear barrel imprint, along with the end of the barrel the model number as well. So an absolutely gorgeous pen. It's been fully restored, fully cleaned internally, and everything's been disassembled. We've put a new sack in it, etc. So we'll try it out in a little while. So as I say, this one being what they term as the marine bronze colour. Now, I don't know if you can actually, or if you noticed, it's a little bit difficult because of the colouring. There you go. You can see it's a lever pen, and on this particular model it's got the ebonite lever. And if we just lift it up for you, oops, the daisy, keeps on springing back. So there we go. We've got this ebonite lever on this model. Let's pop it back for you. Now you'll notice it doesn't have any cap bands. This model also came in 2 versions. It came in a clipless model, which this is, and it also had what we term as a stepped swan clip on it as well. And the SM1 had a chrome clip, or a chrome step clip, and then they had the SM2, which had the gold plated clip. But this one is actually the clipless model. Now I must admit, when I actually received the pen and saw this accommodation clip on it, I thought, oh, here we go, it's hiding a broken or a clip that should have been there. Now when I took this accommodation clip off to clean everything, no, it's actually a clipless model. There's no indication, no holes, etc., that it actually had a clip. So it's correct as you see it here. And the nice thing about it, if we show you this accommodation clip, is actually a swan clip. So again, it's correct for the pen and for the period. And then if we take you to the top, there we go, the very recognisable Swan logo to the top of the cap as well. So all in all, as I say, a stunning pen. The size of it, 134 millimeters capped around the barrel. It's 10 millimeters in diameter. Now if we unscrew the cap for you, let's show you the pen, sort of numerous different angles. As I say, an absolutely stunning pen, and again, very surprised that nobody made any inquiries regarding this pen when it was actually shown briefly on the pen haul video. But I'm sure I'm going to see, well, I'm sure I'm going to receive, you know, quite a number of inquiries now. But there we go, there's the section, quite a standard black section, very, well, yeah, a typical Swan section of the period. Now when I say period, I'm dating the pen around about the 1930s. Now let's go back up here, let's show you the nib, and on this nib, being the SM1, we've got a lovely Mabie Todd, or a Swan Mabie Todd #1 nib, made in England. Okay, again, lovely condition. There's a sideways view for you, and there we go, there's a very typical ladder feed again of the period, with the Swan word or the Swan written on the feed itself. You can see everything, as always, has been thoroughly cleaned, and the pen is ready to go to find a new home. It's a lovely pen, a lovely size. It's quite a long pen, quite a thin pen, but very comfortable indeed to hold. Now what may be interesting is to test this nib, because as a lot of you people will know, a lot of these pens tend to have a flexi nib. So what we'll do, we'll open the lever, dip it in the ink, close the lever, leave it for a couple of seconds, okay, and give the whole pen a wipe. And I'm just looking over the camera there. If you look at the, like I say, I've cleaned everything, even internally. You can see there's some slight transparency to this cap here, but you can see everything, again, even the caps get thoroughly cleaned internally. So absolutely lovely. Let's bring on some paper, and it'll be interesting to see how this pen writes. So what we've got for you, make sure you can see, is a Swan Minor. As we said, this one's the M1-58, and the number 58 indicates the colour of the pen. In this case, as we said, is marine bronze. Dating the pen 1930s, as you've seen, made in England. Now as I'm writing very sort of lightly. You can see it's writing very nicely and smooth. I'm not putting any pressure on the nib. So let's put a little bit of pressure on and see if we can see some flex. Okay, so all of a sudden you can see a little bit of variation in the line, because there we go. On the downward stroke, a little bit of pressure. Okay, so what we've got is a flexi nib. So there you have it, with no pressure, Just light pressure, it's writing very nicely indeed with a fine line. Once we begin to put a little bit of pressure on the downward stroke, you can see we're getting a nice variation in the line. So yes, it has a flexy nib. So what we'll do, we'll empty the pen after the video, we'll flush it out, ready to find a new home. So there we have it, an absolutely gorgeous Swan Minor made by Mabie Todd and Company Limited in England in this beautiful marine bronze colour with a lovely swan accommodation clip of the period, correct to the period. So in my opinion it suits it very nicely indeed. And of course, if someone doesn't like it, they can simply take the accommodation clip off and have it as it was original, as a clipless pen. But all in all, stunning fountain pen. So don't forget, leave a comment below, give the video, press that thumbs up button there, ladies and gentlemen, press it please. Don't forget to subscribe as well. But what I'm going to say is just simply Slavo Ukraini, and from me and this gorgeous pen, I'm just going to say bye bye for now.